hands down. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lou of Lou Productions, and I am so honored to have the beautiful Demetra Kaye here. I am here with one of my artists, Gaim Ov3r.
I go by Twin. I'm a rapper. I'm an actor. My acting name is Dante Mack.
I got King Latte Wilson here.
Hi, my name is Risha Shelby.
Mr. Wallace Allen,
Bam,
who is the founder of the West Side Story newspaper.
And your girl Zeta.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
I'm blessed to be here.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Lou Productions, L's in the air. We are here talking about bringing awareness to gun violence, black on black crime in this our community, and how we can heal. With Black History Month coming up, Lou Production just want to do its part. This is how we give back, and this is our PSAs. And so we have been interviewing individuals from the community who are here from San Bernardino who have experienced some of these issues or who can actually shed some light and give some advice. So I'm definitely excited. What are your thoughts about gun violence and how it's plaguing our community?
Well, I think that gun violence is just a symptom of what's going on in our communities. A lot of times gun violence happens due to a lack of education, a lack of economics. And when you have those two things working together, then you're going to have people who are, for one, uneducated, maybe a little bit bored, and don't have any other means of outlets as far as getting a job or income. And so a lot of times gun violence is committed due to let's say going to get some money.
Those issues.
You know, just the socio-economical issues that go on in our community. So gun violence is definitely a symptom.
In the society that we are into right now, I would say it is a big problem because we're not guided the right way with the guns use. What I mean by that, I'll dive a little bit deeper. Before we are introduced to a gun, we're introduced to what people use guns for.
Do you think that toy guns should be sold in like the stores and like the ice cream trucks, like water pistols and cat guns? Do you think that actually sends a wrong message to youth?
Me personally, I don't think so. I think a toy is a toy. You know what I mean? And it depends how you use it. Most of the times when kids are growing up with toy water guns, it's fun. I played with toy water guns. I have 4 sisters. So, you know, no brothers, but we did play with boy things, and we'll just run around and just shoot each other, wet them up, you know, and that was it. But unfortunately, sometimes kids see a different perspective when it comes to the guns. And I know some people think that it does, you know, it's kind of like, it shouldn't be no guns at all. But sometimes a toy is a toy. It just depends how that kid is using it at the end of the day.
What we need to do is educate people on guns. To be honest, guns are necessary. If you ever think about it, Dr. Claude Anderson talks about, you think about all the campaigns of turning your guns. They're always in the hood or in the neighborhoods or the urban areas. They want us to turn in our guns, but the Second Amendment right says that, you know, we're to have them to protect ourselves. And so we don't have them to protect ourselves, then we're in trouble. That's a whole other issue. But we need to teach, you know, people, the youth or whoever, why we should have guns, opposed to why we shouldn't have them.
Switching gears really quick, talking about black on black crime, do you think that it's a lot of that plagues our community, especially with the gangs?
Yes, I think that the way that social media, propaganda and stuff has tainted our society, minorities are always put up against each other. The system is set up that way so we could always be put down and not look to working and putting each other up. We're always trying to put ourselves up against somebody else. So we're always going to have blacks against blacks, we're going to have Mexicans against Mexicans, whites against whites, and the police against us because we're not working together in unity.
Say, black on black crime is a myth. And speaking of the media, the media would have us think, you know, black on black crime is actually a thing. Well, it's no more of a thing as if white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime. It's just in proximity, the people you live closer to, you're going to do things to.
Now, do you think that the gun laws should be a little stricter?
There's always room for more stricter laws, period, whether it's gun or anything. Where to start at? I don't know. I think they're trying to, but you have to go inside the gun stores now to, you know, be able to get a gun versus online. I don't think you should be able to purchase a gun online. I think it should be a face-to-face type of transaction.
I think that's debatable whether they're doing all they can or not. But to me, if somebody with ill intentions or bad intentions want to get a gun, they're going to get one whether they have a piece of paper that says they can or not.
Pretty much answered it. Do you feel like is not enough unity within the community?
No, I don't feel like there's enough enough unity within our community. I think that unity starts at home. Unity starts with your family. It starts with helping out the person next to you, but in the bigger light as well, unity also is the city and the government. You know what I mean? We also need to take a vote, make sure we have the right people in office to make the right, laws.
Malcolm X asked, who taught you to hate yourself?
Yes.
And so we've learned that from slavery, and we've just carried it over. And Spike Lee's School Days was just illustrating what we've done to each other, but where we can go if we unify.
If we unify. If you had a message to give to the people out there in the streets, what would you say, Demetra?
I would definitely say it is widely and wildly important to get knowledge of self, get knowledge of who you are, and let's get knowledge of who we are. Because if we knew who we truly are and who we were, there's no way we'd be killing each other. We'd be giving away 97% of our resources. We would do what we need to do to rise to the top, and that's where we belong. So knowledge of self is more important than anything.
Love it. Thank you so much, Queen.
Thank you.
If there's something that you can say to the people, what would it be?
Education. Education.
Education.
Yeah, you got to train your youth. You got to let them know the importance of education from a young age. It shouldn't even be an option for families, not to be able to teach their kid the importance of educating your mind. Because when you know better, guess what? You do better. You really do.
I definitely love that outlook that you have, especially being a young adult yourself. And if there's anything that you can leave with the people, what would it be in Gaim Ov3r?
Gaim Ov3r stands for greater aim over various triple threat realities, which basically means I will never stop no matter what's in my way. And that's the way you should look at your life as well. No matter the distractions, setbacks, or even the fails that you go through, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and you will succeed.